Hello, Libra. Welcome to your January 2019 love reading. If you are new, I am Princess India, and it is a pleasure to meet you. If you are an old subscriber, hello, my friend. How have you been? Wonderful. I know. So, anywho, we're going to jump into your love reading. Everything you need to know is in the description box below this video. And I think my Amazon store link, I finally figured out what the problem was and fixed it. So hopefully that works. But what else? I think that's it. So anywho, we're going to be looking at you as well as your cross watcher. So we're going to start with an overall energy from the Romance Angels deck. And then we're going to jump into the energies going on between you and your cross watcher or a person of interest in the month of January, Libra. So, Spirit, please give us clear and direct guidance for my Librans, please. Spirit, anything that they need to know, anything of utmost importance for them in reference to their love lives in the month of January. Clear and direct guidance only, Spirit, for Libra as well as their cross watcher. First card, thank you in advance, it's the whole deal. First card is for Libra. The second card is for their cross watcher. Whoa. What's going on, babies? Okay, Libra. You deserve love, Libra, dagnabbit son of a gun. You are lovable. Yes, you are. Second card is for your cross watcher. Yeah. We're going to pray that the sound is on fleek, dagnabbit. Crosswatchers, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you happiness. Libra, the first thing that comes to mind for me, for you all, is it may not be a physical separation, but I feel like you and whoever it is that you're connecting with are on two different pages. Not for each and every one of you, but one particular group of Libras I'm picking up on. I don't know, it's like both of you guys feel, both of you, let me tell you this. You both feel like you're on different pages, but you're not. It's like you guys want the same thing, but you just have really strange ways of showing that to each other. To be quite honest. So we're going to see how that's panning out for you all. But what I feel is that, I don't know, it's something deeper. It's like what Libra is encountering with this particular person of interest that you guys have. How Libra is interpreting the actions or the words that this person says. It's going through the filter of your self-perception. So it's kind of like how you're seeing yourself or how you see yourself. And like your past experiences, and it's like you're interpreting what this person is doing through your past experiences. And this person, your cross watcher, it's like a self-defeating thought process, and they're also interpreting your actions through the thought of love never works out for me anyway. So I'm not surprised that this is panning out that way. But at the heart of it, I feel like and this is I can't say it's a separate message from what's in the cards. I don't know what the cards say, but this may not relate to what it is that I pulled, but this is just something I have to say. But it's more or less that, your cross-watcher person is used to things not working out for them when it comes to relationships. So they're kind of just like, in a defeatist kind of attitude. It's like, oh, this always happens, blase, blase, blah. But at the heart of it, I feel like you have like feelings, and like desires. It's just that's getting distorted somehow in how that's coming out with you guys' interactions or communication, so to speak. So anyway, first card that we have for Libra is the Eight of Cups. Then we have the King of Pentacles. So it may very well be an earth sign person. It could be a Taurus male. It could be a Virgo male. It could be a Capricorn male. Or it could just be a, earth sign person, female, whatever the case may be. Because, this is general and whatnot. Oh, this is interesting. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Yo, this is exactly what it is I'm sensing. So yes, I would say, well, I'm gonna say this two ways. Just because this is a matching pair of a king and a queen, even though it's different signs, it's like, this very well could be people. So this can be an earth sign male or a Libra male that has earth in his chart. So your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. For the other person, they could be an air sign person, which is your Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or they could be anything with, air in their chart or what have you. So the thing that the energy that's between the two of you, if you fall into that category of being a Libra male with earth in your chart, or being a Libra female that's dealing with an earth sign male or any variation of the sort, the energy between the two of you is exactly kind of what I was saying in the beginning of wanting to walk away because feeling like the situation doesn't serve you. Now, it's not to say that there aren't people who are in this state, because that's a second scenario that I'm sensing. I'll get to that in a second. But with this first group, it's like both of you are kind of in this place where one of you is already moving on and the other person is leaving kind of undone. And it has a huge deal to do. And like I said, with this specifically, I really feel like it's like that sign variation thing. Or at least it's someone who, like if you're a Libra female that's watching this, it would be someone who's an accountant or like works in finance. Like he does taxes or does accounting, anything in the money realm, sells insurance, or the dude just got money. But, and he's going to be more, this is all kinds of messages that's coming. Olive complected and darker hair. Anyway, he's making money moves, which is another message that I'm getting. Somebody left to make money moves. But anyway, with this, the energy that's between the two of you guys is one of you, and I feel like it's more Libra that is almost wanting to leave this situation prematurely. And the other person is feeling kind of undone. But what is the huge part of that is there's a miscommunication, because it's based in what is it? It's based in this whole like this inner perception thing that's skewing what's actually happening. And now this is making me think about Capricorn, because I kept saying with Capricorn there was this whole thing that I was feeling about a person walking away. So if you're a Libra person that's dealing with a Capricorn, you might want to watch that reading if you haven't already, but you probably did. But anyway, what I'm sensing with this is it's that walking away that, brought everything to the forefront. So sometimes you do kind of have to take a break just to get clear. The whole, absence makes the heart grow fonder type of ideal. But if that's the case, I feel like if you guys are like having a little break right now, I feel like the two of you are going to find your way back to each other, right? Because I feel like there is a really strong connection here, but the whole thing that's holding it up is just like inner issues that need to be processed, right? Now, for others of you, another group of Librans, I feel like you guys were dealing with a person that was an earth sign. Taurus is really, really heavy. But I feel like you guys walked away from this person, or this person walked away from you, and you're kind of feeling undone. But the key for you going forward is to realize that this person was very self-focused. Like they were very vacant. You know what I mean? And I feel like you kind of put up with that for a great deal of time, which kind of reminds me of the video that I just posted on Instagram, of like trying to earn a person's love and affection and whatnot in like toxic relationships, and where you feel like you have to like prove yourself and all this other kind of stuff. So I kind of feel like Libra was with someone, and if they're not an earth sign, it's a person who fits into that whole thing. Like somebody who's very like workaholic, lots of money, looks super nice, like, sassy France type of person. But they were very self-focused and very focused on their finances, and not focused in a healthy way, like, oh, I'm trying to build a life for us. But I mean, just very materialistic in a sense. And I feel like you put a lot of time, effort, and energy into this situation. Um, and you kind of got tired of it and decided to walk away. But the thing that I can tell you guys, what's most important in all of this, is that if you did decide to walk away from the situation, congratulations, you have self-respect and self-worth that you have tapped into. So it's more or less like a transformation. Like, what it is that spirit was holding up for you was only held back because you had hit the expiration date on this relationship, and the whole reason why this relationship came into your life was to teach you about self-value and self-worth. And with you having the strength to walk away despite, because I feel like what kind of would keep you there, or what kept you there for so long, was the fact that you felt like, oh my gosh, you know, this is so many years that we've been together, blah, 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 blah. I've invested so much into this type of thing. But it got to a point where, like I've said before, I had it under all the videos, I think, last month. But like, when it's time to let go, when your self-respect, your self-worth, and your self-value become a matter of life and death, proverbially speaking, that's when you'll let go. And that's kind of what I'm seeing for you guys. It got to a point where you started to realize that you were treating this person better than you were treating yourself. You were putting more energy into this person than you were putting into yourself. And it's like you got to a point where you just completely tired out. Like, to the point where this is pointless, because this isn't even serving me. Because it was that thought of, if you kept trying, kept pushing, kept trying to do better, that things would change. But I think you guys were together for so long, it got to a point where you realized, like, many seasons of my life, many moons have passed, and yet things have not changed. So you got to the point where you weren't even willing to hang around and wait for the remaining cups. You were like, I'm just leaving it where it is and I'm moving forward. And I feel like that transition came prior to the new year, or it was a decision that you literally made New Year's Eve. Like, you made them not being a, habitual part of your life, your New Year's resolution on some stuff. But the really positive thing about all of this I want to tell you is like, that was the igniter, because you stepping away from this situation, like you staying in that situation, was like a law of attraction kind of thing. It was your statement to the universe that I don't deserve love. I don't deserve abundance. I don't deserve things that are in alignment with me. But the moment that you took a step out of that and in the direction of searching, or going in search of what was in service to you, that was the only thing that universe needed to see, so to speak. So now it's like that step has aligned your path. And now it's like you're going to start walking into blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing in your life. So the whole key and lesson to learn in all of this is that you've tuned or tapped into your worth. So if there has ever been any question about your worth or value, or like, how do I have self-worth? How do I love myself? How do I respect myself? You literally just did it with your choices. You felt something inside of you that was no longer in alignment with you. Why can I not talk? Jeez. And you made a step, which was a statement to the universe in alignment with that state. And now you have aligned things. So the most important thing about all of this is to continue going forward on this path journey, making choices and decisions and taking steps in the direction of what is your highest good, making steps in the direction of things that are a reflection of your deservingness and your worth and your value, and to transform that pain from your past situations and the lessons that you learned from them, which is to never self-compromise for the benefit of someone else, right? And to make yourself a priority, to transform that pain from past situations into power, right? And I feel like now you guys are leaving this behind you and you're really focused forward, right? Now, was there anything else I wanted to say? I feel like there was some other message that I got up in her. Oh, others of you, I feel like there were some of you who were using work as a diversion. So there was like a little bit of heartbreak in the past. And I don't know how long that past was. but you've been using work as a diversion. And I feel like presently, that's kind of hitting you. It's kind of hitting you now. It's like, oh, I'm alone. Wait a minute. That kind of wasn't the plan. And I feel like that ending part of the Libra I just talked about, that's the same lesson for you guys. It's to not ignore your pain or ignore what you're feeling. It's to face it and allow it to make you better instead of bitter. Okay? Now, for your cross watcher, stay optimistic about your love life as your overall energy, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance, right? And you can take a page out of Libra's book in the fact that it's all about your inner state and you cultivating your inner state in order to speak from that place of optimism, think in alignment with that optimism, and thus act in alignment with that optimism. First card for the cross watcher is the Empress. Y'all very well may be dealing with some Capricorns in this piece. Then we have the World card, Spadoodles. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. That's the independent woman, independent man card. You know what I'm saying? Now, this person, man, cross watcher, you done got your life just on extra fleek, huh? Now, cross watcher is somebody who, what is coming to my mind? What do you give the girl who has everything? Is what I hear for the cross watcher. It's more or less you're somebody who, as far back as you can remember, were dedicated to cultivating the life that you want, right? And oh, this is interesting. And your life now is more or less a byproduct of that, but it's the realization kind of for, I said, that last group of Libras, of that thing that's missing, right? It's like that one missing piece of your life. And I just got another message for others of you. Man, this is all of my readings with this stuff, because this is sounding a lot like this energy with Libra. It's like you guys stepped into January on point. So it's more or less Spirit is telling the second group of cross watchers that I'm talking to stay in the optimism that you entered 2019 at or in. Because it's like, I'm seeing this as if like y'all were not taking no as an answer. It's like y'all literally stood at the door of 2019 and like counting down to midnight, like you were decreeing and declaring that your life was going to be different in 2019, no questions asked, right? So it's almost as if you guys entered this new cycle as the Empress. You know what I'm saying? And it's like literally you're manifesting this abundance. You know what I mean? But that still kind of wraps back into that first message of feeling like, and this is kind of interesting how Spirit is showing me how this is leading back into each other. So this is almost, how is that working? Because it's almost like Spirit is taking me forward into the year, but then taking me back to the beginning. So, oh, I guess this is the same person then. So even in your finances, cross-watcher, it's like if you don't have the tangible physical evidence of being the Empress, like say if you're, whether you're someone who has built this for yourself or whether you're someone who always wanted to be like the Empress, like archetype speaking, you wanted to be abundant and have your money right, fix your credit, nice car, things of the sort. It's like if that was your declaration coming into 2019, then it's like, and it's June. So it's like 6 months from now. So it's almost like Spirit is taking me from January 1 until June and then taking me back to January. So I guess this is to tell you that you making this statement or this energetic stance, it's like that set the tone for the year. And it's like everything that you were this is taking an interesting turn. Everything it is that you were desiring, because you're sitting in this energy, everything that you were desiring is going to manifest up until June, right? Now, this has nothing to do with this whole love relationship aspect. This is a message for somebody specific that is being nosy, cross watching Libra right now. Okay. But yeah, so this is like completely removed from this whole love situation. So, and I guess this is a very specific message for someone, because the person who I would be talking to would know that. So it's whatever it is that you did before the clock hit midnight, you know, and or a list that you wrote down in a notebook or something. It's like spirit is telling you to remain in this optimism, because you doing that is what set the tone for the year. I don't know, but that's dope. That's what's hot in the streets right now. But anyway, back to this love situation. But I don't know. It feels to me, it's very, gosh, I can't even find words for it. It's like, I want to say like, it's like an anointing or something. I don't know. Like, y'all stepped into some portal or something like this. This is interesting. But the whole key and point in this is so strange how this is coming out to me, y'all. This is so strange. Is if you were like kind of gassed up on New Year's, and you know, you woke up the next day and it felt like you were descending back into life, is to remain optimistic, because you're drawing everything into you as you declared it to be. So like, don't lose faith. Don't doubt yourself. And I guess spirit is having me tell you this because you're in a moment of doubt right now. Like, you, like, almost perceiving what you did on New Year's Eve as being overzealous or silly or, you know, childish to think things work like that or something of the sort. But spirit is having me tell you this because it wasn't childish, it wasn't foolish, it wasn't wishful thinking. Like, you actually tapped into something that I'm clearly not aware of that you tapped into, because how I'm seeing this, I don't even know what this is, but the best word I can come up for it is portal. It's like you tapped into something by doing that. It was almost like the right time to where you stepped into this sweet spot where it's like fast tracking your success. That's a first. Congratulations, crosswatcher. Be glad that you decided to be nosy, especially if you don't usually crosswatch. But anyway, going back to this love reading, man, that's pretty freaking dope. Going back to the love reading, okay. Somebody walked away. So this is like a breakup. Somebody walked away, and with the baby stuff, y'all giving me too many godchildren, and I can't do this. It's walking away and finding out you're pregnant. That's probably two people, if not one. Breaking up with someone, and it's like, now that you guys are broken up, it's like finding out that you're pregnant, right? For others of you, it's just a new cycle, like this walking away, like for that couple that I was seeing with Libra. It's like it's a new cycle in you guys' love relationship. It's like new energy that you guys tapped into. And what you guys are walking away from is, so like my couple Libra people, but that's kind of inferred. But anyway, but it's you guys walking away from this. It's like a cycle that ended in your relationship. So I think it's like a way of you guys relating to each other. You know what I mean? So this could be something like on a mundane level. This could literally be, you know, Libra realizing they work too much and need to spend more time at home. You know what I mean? Or for some of you, it's those of you who are dating someone and them coming to the realization that they need to commit. Not, you know, need to, like they're being forced. But I mean, I feel like you guys have been dating for, you know, like a couple of months or whatever. And things are starting to get serious. And, you know, now you guys are putting a title on it on some stuff. And what's not told, whatever. And, There's something else I wanted to say. Yeah, it's putting a title on it. It's just, it's a change of, I'm saying change of energy, but it's something shifted with my little dating people. I'm gonna clarify this real quick. Let me get closer so I don't fool around and drop these on the floor. We're not about this life. Oh, that's what it is. Some of y'all might be working together. So it's kind of like if, I don't know, if y'all, I wouldn't necessarily say own a business per se. It's like a creative project or something of the sort that the two of you are, it's a creative, okay. It's a, thank you, Spirit, because I was like, what is this I'm seeing? It's well, I mean, I guess it could be a business, but I mean, it's not like a major big business, like a, I don't know. It's, I want to keep saying project, so maybe it's like an online business or something. I don't know. But I think there was a breakup with someone, and there was a fear of this business suffering with this person leaving out of it, or thinking that you wouldn't be able to maintain either it financially or them be, I don't know, it's something maybe that they did in the overall business or something, but it's a message from Spirit saying that you're going to be fine. So it's just like kind of keep nurturing the project, stay optimistic about it, and it's going to be financially abundant for you. And that's more on the crosswatcher side. So if the crosswatcher was in a relationship with a Libra and the relationship broke up, it's like, don't lose hope in the business just because they're not there anymore. That's interesting. Spirit, can I clarify the world, the Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles, please? Either way this goes, I mean, it's all good. It's just, it's an energy that's being left behind. I just want to know what the heck that is. It's a new way of relating to each other, or a new way that Libra would be relating to you. And it's a lot of themes of that going on. It's almost like the way that people were showing up in these relationships last year or last month, so to speak. I don't know. It's just like people are just focused on the wrong stuff. And it's coming to this realization of like who it is that's in front of you, so to speak. Oh, yeah, it's freedom. So no longer holding back. That's what the world card is about. So if there was like a holding back of emotions, and say if this is, you know, cross watcher, if you were with a Libra and you kind of screwed up, or you guys had a fight, or whatever the case may be, it's being open and vocal about your feelings. And another thing is another group of cross watchers that had a breakup with Libra. Y'all, this is so many messages. My intuition has just been like flooding with stuff with all of these January readings. I don't know what's happening. If you guys broke up with a Libra, it's like, stay optimistic moving forward, because it's like this cycle has ended between you two, and it's time for y'all to go on different paths. So that's kind of what I was hearing here. Like with the person, oh wait, no. Yeah, no, with the person that was up here with Libra, and this may be something that's just for single Libras, because sometimes it shows up like that too with the cross watcher cards. Like if you're literally not dealing with anyone, so it's like if it's a single Libra, you taking a step or a stance, or if you've been worried about this person in the past that you left, it's like that relationship was like prison. You know what I'm saying? And it's like there's no need to worry about it, because that person was vacant. Like they're trying to find their worth in materialism and stuff and things and accolades and things of the sort. And with you not aligning with that, it's like the energy has been cleared and you're free to go. But the only thing I feel like would be blocking you or holding you back is fear of the future. You know what I'm saying? Or thinking that you would have financial abundance or things will work out with anything in your life, like, or if everything is already working out, career and financially or whatever. But it's just this fear, and that's like kind of tying all this together. It's like this fear that you'll just never fall in love. Like everything in your life has worked out, but except for love. And Spirit is saying to stay optimistic about that because you deserve it. So it's almost, in so many words, if you're a single Libra, it's like everything that you've left behind, it's almost as if you've been like purified, or, you know, that's why I like that word sanctified or anointed or whatever was coming up, because it's like overall for single Librans, it's like you guys have entered a different portal of some sort. And it's like you're under like a fresh energy, a fresh anointing of abundance. And whether things worked out on that side and they continue to, or for the first time everything's working out in 2019, if you can manifest or draw everything that you've drawn into your life thus far, if you could manifest all of the success that you've manifested thus far, why would you think that you couldn't manifest a good love partner? Even if you haven't up until this point, it's just looking at everything that you've done to this point that's worked for you. It's like, why would you doubt that now? Because you deserve it, in so many words, is what I feel like the whole message is here overall. You know what I mean? And heck, even if you're a cross watcher too. Yeah, man. Oh, this is beautiful. So it's coming out of alignment. If there was any sense of a lag mentality, dog, let me tell you how dope this is. Because this is looking at past tense. You guys are in the Empress energy, but then they have the blossoming abundance in reverse. So this is like literally a turn of fate, like major, huge shift. And it's all because you stop identifying with this falsehood. It's like that's the only thing that ever held you back. So you guys are stepping into alignment. So I guess it's like this whole thing with a doubting type of thing. Y'all, I am getting so much stuff, and I hope and pray I haven't confused you. But whether it's a cross watcher or it's just a single Libran, you guys have entered a new chapter in your life in which things are going to unfold in the most amazing ways, because there is a major transformation that has happened here. So whether it's in love, whether it's in your dreams, you know, whatever, it's like things are going to work out for you in a major way. Financially, love, all of that stuff. It's a lot of expansion. It's a lot of growth. Like this is a complete new season in your life. But the key is to understand that you did it. Like you manifested this, you did this. And if there's anything that you perceive to be missing, know that if you've manifested greatness to this point, it can only continue to grow. And we're at 33 minutes, so I need to stop. Good Lord. These should not be this long. But somebody needed that message, so I said it. So now I'm going to throw the dice of resonance. I don't interpret these. It's just the 12 zodiac signs, clarifying die, and the ability to ask a yes or no question. So go ahead and ask a yes or no question. This is a lot of stuff, y'all. My brain is so scrambled right now because it's so much stuff that I'm hearing, and I don't want y'all to have to be here for a 1,000 years. What's really going on in America? But that's the general vibe here. I'm not really seeing anything negative. The only thing that I see that would be in that negative realm is just the stuff that you already know that you left. But whatever the case may be, if you're with someone or you're single, it's a new season and you just have to believe that. And everything is going to pan out the way that you desired it to. You know what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense, Libra. Don't y'all talk about me. I know y'all like things straight and to the point. But this is not straight and to the point. My apologies. So, I hope you asked your yes or no question. You can pause me. Whatever. But anywho, oh, wow, yeah. So, we have Capricorn. So, some of y'all are dealing with Capricorns. You might want to go watch Capricorn's reading because a lot of the energies here are there. Especially if you feel that you're in a twin flame union, you know what I'm saying? Then we have Virgo. The answer to your question is yes, exclamation point. Then we have a rising sign. So it can be Capricorn rising or Virgo rising. And it says bae, lover, or partner. So whatever that means to you, Capricorn, Virgo, rising, so it could be either or. The answer to your question is yes, and bae, lover, or partner. So that has been your January 2019 reading. Libra, y'all gonna have to let me know in the comments how this was, because I feel like I had like 1,000 people in my head talking to me just now. And I think we'd be here all night if I sat up here and said every single instance and scenario. But I hope that you guys were able to gain the gist from all of my good stuff. Reconciliations at the bottom of the deck. So, yay. But I love your face, Libra. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you think. Don't y'all talk about me. Don't hurt my feelings. But I'll see you guys sooner than later. Deuces.